Hi, hello everyone. My name is Jo and I'm an independent cloud consultant based in Sydney, Australia. This is a series of videos where we will go through questions which are very similar to Azure AI-102 certification. I'll explain in detail each and every options and figure out the correct answer. So if you're preparing for AI-102 certification, join me in this video. Now, a basic knowledge of Azure AI Services will help you to better understand these questions. Now, regarding me, I watched one training to prepare for the exam. From watching this training, I got insights on different Azure AI services, what are those services used for, how to create them, and much more. So if you're preparing for your Azure AI-102 certification, I would highly recommend you this training. The link to this training will be given in the description box below. Now to the question. You are developing a customer call handling solution which will receive calls from Spanish-speaking and Hindi-speaking callers. The system is supposed to perform the following tasks. The inbound voice is to be captured as text. Replay the received messages in English. Which Azure AI services should you use? Now first let us break down the question and figure out what are the keywords present in the question. So we have a customer call handling solution and the incoming calls are in Spanish and Hindi. Now what are the requirements? First requirement is to capture the inbound voice and convert it into text. So the inbound voice is to be captured as text. Then the next requirement is replay the received messages in English. So we have to select appropriate services for each of this requirement. Now let us get into the options. To capture messages. So the receiving messages are in audio format because they will receive calls from people. So it is an audio input and we have to convert it into text. That is the first requirement. So to convert audio to text, we have to use the speech to text feature of Azure AI Speech Service. So the correct answer is speech to text. To convert incoming calls to text, we have to use speech to text feature of Azure AI Speech Service. Now what are other options? Speaker recognition is for identifying the speaker in the voice. Text to speech is for converting text into speech or for speech synthesis. Then translator is to convert from one language to another language. Now let us see the next requirement. The next requirement is to replay the received messages in English. So we have already converted the incoming call into a text format. Now the converted text is either in Spanish or Hindi. Now we have to translate this text to English. That is the first requirement. How to translate text from Spanish or Hindi to English. And after that, we have to replay the received messages in English, which means we have to read out these converted messages in English loud. That is the second requirement. So for converting Spanish and Hindi text to English, we have to use a translator service. And then to replay the received messages or read out the received messages loud, we have to use the speech service because speech service is used to synthesis speech or to generate speech from text. We use the speech service. Now to the option speech to text only. We cannot translate the text from one language to another language. So that is not what we need. Although it satisfies a part of the need, we need a translator service as well to convert the text from one language to another. And there is speech to text and language. Again, language is another Azure AI service which is used for language processing or for natural language processing. So that is not what we need. Again, speaker recognition and language. Then there is text to speech and language. And the final option is text to speech and translator. So that is the correct answer. First we have to translate the text and then we have to convert the translated text to speech. So this will be the correct answer for the second requirement, to replay the received messages in English. So the correct answers are speech to text to capture messages and text to speech and translator to replay messages in English. So if you find this video informative, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you.